Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, they said Ooni of Ife's father reacted to Prophet Tibetan's warning to Mariam over Queen Naomi. You know, for those of you who did not know the prophet too well, he is so close to the palace. You know, he's not a new person to Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi, even the palace of Ife kingdom. Because even while Queen Naomi was still there, he usually comes to the palace to pray and all of that. Even there was a time they said he came and there was kind of some charms that people brought to the palace. He prayed against them to ward off evil in the palace, you know. So he's not new to this family, you know. And when Queen Naomi left the palace, there's this comment that he made that got a lot of people thinking that he is against Queen Naomi. But later on, it was discovered that no, he is not against Queen Naomi, but he wants the two families to be together, you know. Then, even the wives that have been fighting the reunion of Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife, they said this Tibetan have taken out his time to caution them, to talk to them, and all of that. You know, they said, especially Mariam, that he have warned Mariam severally against Queen, her attitude and her gang up against Queen Naomi, because we know say this Mariam and Ronke, now them be the cocoa, now them be the bread behind all this basgos going on in the palace. And recently we heard that Mariam have gathered all of these Olories, Temitokpe, Tobi, Ashley, you know, and Ronke, and they planned to gang up. You know, their mission is to leave the palace at once so that the king will be kind of frustrated, you know. So even after that one, there was a time we heard that Mariam too and Ronke, that they are planning on taking the king to court if he insists that they must leave the palace. But this recent news that we are hearing about them leaving the palace at once, you know, that is their way of manipulating the king, you know. So, but they said Dr. Elizabeth also told the king that, look, we'll see what these people are planning. But at this point, I don't think the king cares if they leave the palace or not, because that has been his mission for them to leave, so that his son, his son's only child, only son, will return back to the palace, being Prince Tadenikawo. And they said this prophet Tibetan have told Mariam that, look, if you don't take away anger and frustration and bitterness from your heart towards Queen Naomi, because it is very obvious that Mariam have a lot of bitterness and anger in her heart over Queen Naomi, you know. Even when Queen Naomi did not do anything to her, even come to think of it, she is the one who have done something against Queen Naomi, because she took away Queen Naomi's family. She took away the love of her life. She took away her happiness. She took away her home. So if there's anyone who is to be angry here, or who should have bitterness in her heart, it should be Queen Naomi and not Mariam. But no, Queen Naomi is not like that. That is because she's a daughter of Zion, and she's always happy. But these people, they go as far as doing everything to say that they bring her down. But one thing is certain, they are not her God, and it is only the will of God in her life that will come to pass, and not their will. So they said this prophet Tibetan have been telling them to be very careful, that 2023 is not going to be, 2024 is not going to be like 2023. That if they did not take away bitterness and anger and enter the new year, which is this 2024, with the anger and everything they have against Queen Naomi, that it is going to consume them. That what will before them is something that they have never ever imagined in their whole life. That they should let go of every bitterness, every anger, every frustration, so that there will be peace in that palace, and they too will enjoy that peace. But if they say otherwise, that they are going to see something that it will be mightier than them, because the God of Queen Naomi have arisen to fight her battle. Hey, my people, when I hear this, I said, And they said Ooni of Ife's father have come out to tell the prophet that exactly what you are saying is what is going to happen, because he is not going to fold his arms and watch all these women chase his only sons, the only son that his son have, far away from his son. Because we do know that if this continues like this and Queen Naomi did not return back to the palace, definitely Queen Naomi might agitate for her freedom in a way that the king might react, maybe out of anger or anything. And if Queen Naomi should go far away from the king, that means President Nika will automatically go far away from the king. And this is what the king's father is saying, no, that he is not going to fold his arms and allow that to happen. That he is going to fight the way he can, to see that the women leave the palace, so that his only son will return back to the palace. Because if you recall, there was a time Queen Naomi granted an interview, is it with Punch or something, I've forgotten. She said that she would have wished to return back to the palace, but not with the way it is, not with all these powerful women in there, because his son is not safe right there. And anything that will be a problem to his son's safety, that she is going to avoid that. And that simply means that she will avoid the palace if the women are still there, because they are threats. They are a threat to Prince Tadenikawo's life, because it is obvious they don't even love the king that is marrying them, let alone the only son that he has. They might go extra mile to see that everything about Queen Naomi is taken out of the picture, because they don't have conscience. If they have conscience, they will ask themselves, what exactly are we doing? We take away this woman's husband. Why not let her come closer? No, but they won't want it like that. And they are intentionally wasting her time. Yes, so if you watch it closely, almost all of them, they've known that they are almost close to their menopause, and I don't even think the king really wants to have babies from them. I don't know, I'm just saying my mind. So, and that Queen Naomi that the king wants, they are frustrating her, driving her, estranging her far away from the king, and at the same time wasting her time, because as a woman, time is going. Yes, so time is going, and they are intentionally doing it. But one thing they don't know is that they are not God. It is only the will of God for that marriage that will happen. So they said Ooni's father was so mad at them, such that he encourages Prophet Tibetan to to warn them if they will listen. So when I saw this, I said that's a great move. Let's just hope that they will listen to the warning. But if they say no, then it is left for God to fight Queen Naomi's battle in a way that it will be fierce to the Olories. So guys, that's the gist. So don't forget that they're all alleged information, okay? Because I do not live in the palace. Always bear that in mind. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Give this video a thumbs up and share it. My God will bless you. Bye for now. Love you guys.